If you know this channel, you know I love clone troopers. They're just my favorite thing. And I really struggle to determine what my favorite clone troopers are. However, I've tried my best to assemble my 10 favorite Phase 2 clone trooper figures, both realistic and animated, into one video. Now, there's plenty of clones I wanted to add on this list that I just couldn't, because there's just some I kind of prefer over it. It was an issue of I just kind of want one of the same mold on it. It's really difficult to make this kind of list, and I want to say a few things ahead of time. This is not in any particular order. I can't order these things. These are just my 10 favorite clones, Phase 2. Also, this is my list. These are my favorites. I'm not saying these are the best in any way. If anyone, like, disagrees with my list in the comments, I don't see how you can disagree with someone's favorites. I mean, post your favorites in the comments, your top 10 favorite Phase 2 Clone Trooper figures. But these are just my favorites. I'm not saying these are the best in any way. So, starting off with ones that were kind of released earlier on. Number 10 goes to the Blue Commander Bakara. He doesn't really have a name. He's just a blue clone commander. And I love this figure. It's not that articulated. It's not that, posable. It's not that interesting. But for me, it's one of my first clone figures. I love the shade of blue. It's one of my favorite shades of blue. I love the striping on the helmet. It just really brings me back to my childhood. I love this thing to pieces. It's certainly one of my favorite clones. Number 9, it goes to the Evolutions set Felucia 327th Star Corps Trooper. Yeah, this is just my favorite version of this, like, more armored Phase 2 Trooper mold with the removable helmet. I just love the shade of, like, this mustard yellow all over him. The helmet just looks really nice and crisp. All the battle damage is just so nicely done. I love his weapons. It's just such a nice looking figure. I can't get enough of just how much detail and how much just awesomeness Hasbro put into their clones back in 2005. It's just such a good figure, and if you don't have this thing, if you don't have the Evolution set, I highly recommend you get it. It's great. Number 8 goes to the classic Saga Collection 212th. I have, 7 of this figure, and it never gets old to me. I really want more of it, actually. I just love this figure. It's one of the most nostalgic figures in my collection. This is my very first 212th, and it's so fun. It uses that highly articulated mold so you can move it all over. Now, granted, the legs can't really do too much, but still, it's a really great figure. I love this thing. It's yeah, I just can't really say much besides I love it. Number 7 goes to another 212th, that being the 212th Airborne Trooper released in the 30th Anniversary Collection. Just look at it, you can see why. I love 212ths, I love Airbornes, it's just such a nice figure. I was kind of thinking about putting the 501st Airborne or Commander Keller in his place on the list, but I gotta stick to the 212th, man. This is just classic. It's such a classic clone design, and I love it to pieces. Number 6 goes to the 41st Elite Kashyyyk Trooper from the 30th Anniversary Collection, because look at this thing. Look at this thing. It's a little short. It's a little short for a clone trooper if you compare him next to the Airborne. I don't know why he's short, but he is. But he has this flip-up visor that's just so cool, and you can see the Tamora Morrison head underneath, which, by the way, it's one of the best-looking Tamora Morrison faces I've seen on a 3¾ inch clone. The sculpt is just totally accurate to the Kashyyyk troopers in the movie, and it's just such a great homage to the original Scout Trooper design, and it's great. Number 5, well, goes to Gree, released right alongside the 41st Elite at number 6. Just such a great figure. I mean, Commander Gree is one of the most iconic clone troopers. Even though most people don't know his name, he's just that clone that gets decapitated by Yoda. But still, it's a great figure. He comes with, his binoculars, he comes with the gun. I wish he came with a hologram of the Emperor. I wish the Sideshow also came with that. But, hey, you get what you get. He does have a removable helmet, and he has the normal clone hair, because this is before the Clone Wars established the two-road hairstyle. Really nice figure. It's just a classic, iconic clone, and it's the best interpretation of him. And it's also very articulated, too. This is, when it was released, this was the most articulated 3¾ inch Star Wars figure. It has the ball hinges at the wrist, which you can see they're older, It's an older figure, so the hinges are pretty thick, and it has outward the legs, and it's just so articulated, and you can see it has the alternating wrists too, so it's a really innovative figure. Next up goes to this guy. Yeah, it's the only animated Phase 2 you're going to see on this list. This is the more international exclusive, I think it was in Canada, the UK, 501st Jetpack Trooper from the 2013 Clone Wars line, I want to say. It's great. I love this mold, by the way. I absolutely love this mold. I know a lot of people are like, oh, it doesn't have, ankle articulation. It doesn't have outward at the legs. I don't care. I still just love the look of it. I love the sculpt. It just nails the Phase 2 clone design. And this deco is just so unique. I love the blues. I love the jetpack, too. It's very nicely decoed. I do believe this guy appeared in, one episode of the Clone Wars very briefly. But he was also in Clone Wars Adventures, and he was also in some of the unfinished episodes. So that's him. He's pretty cool. I'd give him a 2 out of 10. Number 3 goes to TVC Fordo. Insert I love this thing and then a little bit of a laugh sigh. I love this thing. Yeah, it's great. It is a fantastic figure. I'm not really sure how I feel about this mold because I don't know, something about this mold, I've always kind of had issues with it, but I would say this is the best version of it because it has both Phase 1 and Phase 2 armor, even though the deco along the legs and the arms insinuates the Phase 2 armor, which I really prefer because we've already gotten plenty of Phase 1 Fordo figures. And this face is fantastic. This helmet design is great. I don't know if you know, but I love the Tartakovsky 2003 to 2004-ish Clone Wars series. I prefer it way more than the Dave Filoni series. And seeing this Fordo finally realized as an action figure is just, it's great. It's so great. Number 2 goes to the Legacy Collection and Vintage Collection Commander Cody. Yeah, it's kind of hard to believe that there's a figure that I actually kind of prefer a little more over him, but I just really wanted to showcase a certain figure in number 1. So yeah, Legacy Collection Cody. Well, what can I say? It's really nicely articulated. I'm not really sure how I feel about these leg joints, but they work. I mean, they work. I like them. This backpack is the worst thing about this figure, though. It always falls off. The peg is so tiny, it's just really hard to stay on. Just look at that. The articulation is really nice. It came with plenty of accessories. Removable helmet showcasing a very thin Tamora Morrison head underneath, but hey, it's okay. Just great likeness to Cody. Nice and battle scarred, unlike even the 6-inch version. Even unique sculpting for the battle scarring on the armor. Do you see that? That is just, look at the gouges in the armor and especially on the chest. He's got a lot of gnarly gouges. Really great figure. I love Cody. Favorite clone. One of my favorite figures. Number 1 is certainly an odd one, but hey, I have to put him at number 1 because I just want to showcase how cool this thing is. It's not necessarily my favorite Phase 2 clone, but it's really up there, and I just wanted to put it at number 1 for this particular list. This guy. I don't know why, but I love this Bark Trooper. I love it. I just love it. If you didn't know, one of my favorite Clone Trooper molds is the antenna mold. This more articulated mold with an antenna that goes in the back. The 212th right there also uses the antenna mold. However, this figure, it's one of the few Clone Troopers that's yellow. The only other clones that are yellow are the Phase 1 Clone Commanders. And just that helmet, though. That helmet. Look at that helmet. Just look at those details. I don't know why. I just love this design. I love the yellow striping. It's so simplistic, but I just love it. I gave him a really nice looking gun. He also came with a chain gun too. He was released both in the Legacy Collection and in an Order 66 pack with a Tushi Show, something like that. Yeah, I just put this at number 1. It's not my absolute favorite Phase 2 clone. I don't think I'll ever be able to determine that, but I think that it will probably always be a competition between that Commander Cody and this guy. Maybe the Gree is also in competition, but yeah, this thing. It'll be my number 1 for now. So there you go, guys. There are my 10 favorite Phase 2 Clone Trooper figures, including both realistic and animated. Hope you enjoyed my list. Let me know what your favorites are. It was really hard for me to make this list because there's so many figures I like. I like various Shock Troopers. I like Mace Windu's Attack Battalion. There's so many Phase 2 clones I like, and I had to condense it into a list of 10 that I really like. This list is going to change for sure, but let me know your list. I would really like to know in the comments or in a video response, and expect a Phase 1 version of this video very soon. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Check out my Facebook and Instagram pages if you have a chance. Have a good day, guys, and as always, May the force be with you. Bye.